Let's try to get over here. See if we can't flick it under this tree maybe. See if there's anything right here. Oh, that's a bite. That is a fish. It's a pretty small green sunfish. I would have thought that he would have actually missed it. That's a pretty big grub. He had that all the way in there. Anyway, little green sunfish to start the day. Probably gonna just release them right there. All right, we got one on the first cast. That's another one. Oh, that one came off. Looked like he was about the same size. Not gonna be able to get too great of an angle right now. There goes a bite again. Looks like it's gonna be some little ones. Oh, there we go. Another green sunfish. That's a bigger one. Definitely bigger than that first one. Or I think. Can't really remember. But okay, there's two fish. We missed another one that was smaller, which is fine. Right now we're actually trying to see if there is any bigger fish, maybe a bass. Alright, I think we're actually gonna go ahead and maybe climb back in here a little bit. Oh, just knocked down a spider web on accident, which is fine. I do got some long boots on, so I should be able to walk back up in here a bit. Knock down these spider webs. So anything left right there I would have definitely scared away. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, there's another one. Came off. Looked like another green sunfish. Whoa. There we go. I finally freaking caught something. Of course, it's another green sunfish. He was right here in front of me too. I was really hoping I could come back here with some bigger stuff and get a bass, because I know there's definitely a few bass in this creek just from the past. So I don't know, maybe they got washed out, maybe somebody caught them and took them out, or maybe I'm just not throwing the right bait in the right place. But I ended up putting this very tiny, dang, there's another one, but I ended up just putting this little very tiny little minnow thing on, and we should be able to get some fish. Alrighty folks, so went ahead and climbed out of that spot I was in. Unfortunately, it was just too difficult to get to, and I didn't feel like dealing with it today. So I mean, I was getting a lot of pecks, but unfortunately I couldn't get any bass. So we're gonna go ahead and try this little pool right here in front of me here, and then walk down and try the other part of the creek. Oh wow, some tiny fish. Very tiny. Oh, that's a snag. That is not a fish. Oh wow, there is a lot of fish. Oh, I'm just stuck on a rock. There is a lot of fish right here. pulled me under that. Yeah, these are really tiny and there's a lot of them. I need to come back and put a GoPro under the water and maybe put some kind of a fish trap down here, because there is a lot. There's probably like 100 fish right here in this little pool. I got them. Ended up going to the other part of this creek and finally got something. I seen a lot of bigger fish swimming off when I first got up to the first part of it, so I think there's still some big bass in this area. So maybe we'll get one, maybe we won't. We can always come back. Yes, we freaking did it, folks. I have seen at least 3 other bass. One was probably twice the size of this one. He's a little beat up, but oh my gosh, that feels good. We got a bass. Mission accomplished. Dry for a little bit longer and then work our way back and probably be done. Let's let this little guy go. Alrighty, got ourselves a green sunfish. I decided to come back to this deep hole back here, which I haven't been to in a very long time. And we got this little dude. Although I guess he's not too little. He was big enough to bite my worm, so thinking we might have some success right here. If I can get this untangled. Honestly, I really wouldn't mind coming back here one day and with an extra pole and actually fishing off the bottom with like a night crawler or something, because I know that there's definitely some little catfish in here. I've caught one before a very long time ago, so I might do that in another video. We'll see. I think I'm getting bit. Yep. Hey, bass number 2. Yeah, unfortunately, one of the bass that I've seen, it was definitely double the size of this one as well. It was actually two of them were actually legit, maybe almost a pound, which is pretty freaking good for such a kind of a crappy area, I guess. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how healthy the fish are in here. There's actually some pretty good fish. I'll have to fish this place again for sure. Oh wow. I thought something hit it as soon as it hit the water, but I wasn't sure. Sure enough, old green bean. Of course, I could always cut one of them up and do a little cut bait, but I don't know. I don't know if that would be the play in such a small creek. Alrighty, folks. Unfortunately, the bite is Definitely still getting bit over here, but I would have to downsize, and I've caught plenty of those little stupid green sunfish and bluegill and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and work our way back out of here. We're gonna go to that first spot I saw. I don't know if I mentioned it, but there was definitely a group of larger fish. So hopefully we can sneak up to that spot and maybe get us a bass. So definitely want to come back to this spot soon, but until then, we'll come prepared, get some sort of crawfish, soft plastic, maybe some night crawlers like I was saying, but let's go ahead and head back up. Another little bass on our way out of here. Come on. Definitely not the one I saw earlier, because he should be around this area somewhere, unless, I don't know, I guess he could have went down the creek somewhere. Another little one. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, the camera's still going. Awesome. I finally got one out of this freaking pool. There is a lot of fish back there. So right here in front of me, you guys probably can't really see, but there's a deep hole right here, and the water's flowing right here into this deep area, and there's a bunch of them that sit here. So next time I come prepared, I think I'll bring like a weightless speed crawl and just kind of run it through here, and I'm pretty sure they'll just blow up on it, and we should be able to get at least a couple. This is a really good spot.